There's a viral clip that's been going around the internet for the last day or so, and it's actually from late last week. See, here's what happened. Donald Trump actually got some good advice from Karoline Leavitt. I know, that's shocking. But he didn't take it. And the entire world wishes that he had. See, Karoline Leavitt, according to Trump, told him, don't talk about how hot this reporter is. But Trump, being the creepy predator that he is, decided to ignore that actually good advice and commented multiple times on how beautiful one of the reporters was in the White House while they were celebrating the, I guess, peace agreement between two African countries, right? Supposed to be a solemn event, supposed to be happy and uplifting, and all Donald Trump can think is, wow, she's pretty friggin' hot. And he let the world know it. I will show you the clip in just a minute, but first, a quick word from today's video sponsor. For weeks now, all we've heard is how Trump's beautiful bill will slash Medicaid. But almost nobody is talking about what his MAGA loyalists slipped into this bill. Go to ground.news/Farron to see how they're trying to block judges from enforcing court orders unless you pay a bond first. Highly credible sources warn most Americans can't actually afford to do this. So if this bill passes and Trump violates the law, it wouldn't even matter. This is the GOP's flood the zone strategy. Distract us with headlines and bury the real power grab. And it's why I think Ground News is the best tool to expose these blind spots before it's too late. My partners built the only app and website pulling in news from across the globe, then breaking down each source's bias, credibility, and the stories the right tries to bury. And considering most people take the first headline they see as fact, if you're reading the news somewhere else, their browser extension will flag the source's bias and link other credible reports so you can verify the information. Ground News is a better version of how we're already staying informed. So I got my viewers 40% off the same unlimited access Vantage plan I've been using. That's $5 per month when you go to ground.news/Farron, scan my QR code, or click the link in the description. With at least another 4 years of this, they're counting on you to be distracted. This app is how you stay focused.
And that's so beautifully stated. And Karoline said, number one, she did say, and I shouldn't say this because it's politically incorrect, she said, she's beautiful, and you are beautiful. I'm not allowed to say that, that could be the end of my political career, but I'll say it anyway. But you are beautiful, and you're beautiful inside. So I wish I had more reporters like you. You covered Africa for a long time?
Yes, for over 10 years.
Wow.
I covered even your first administration.
Yes, I know that. That's great. Well, thank you. That's so nice that you said that. Appreciate it.
There was no reason for that to happen. I mean, there's no way to slice it to make that acceptable. Okay, you have the Democratic Republic of the Congo, you have Rwanda. They had this massive, really good peace agreement. They're celebrating it in the White House with Donald Trump, and he's like, yeah, I get it. What are you doing later? Huh? Hey, I mean, you and me, we do some reporting. Hey, Karoline Leavitt told me not to do it because it's not politically correct, but God knows I'm a predator, so I'm just going to do it. That's what we just witnessed. After 4 years of Republicans telling us what a creep sleazeball Joe Biden is, Donald Trump just does it right there, sitting at the Resolute desk to a reporter from Africa. And Donald Trump cannot stop talking about how beautiful she is. That's not normal, folks. In fact, the folks on the internet, of course, were very clear about that. One of them posted, "It's giving embarrassing grandpa talking to a server at Applebee's." Someone else said, "We don't always have to say what we think. Sometimes it's best if things just stay thoughts and never become words. That's called manners." Here's another thing, though. This is a guy that has been accused of either assault or harassment by more than 40 different women. This is a man who has cheated on every single wife that he has ever had, including with an adult film actress. This is a man who has no respect for women, who has no boundaries because he's not used to hearing the word no. And even as the sitting president of the United States, he has zero class. Now, I'm sure Republicans out there think, there's nothing wrong with saying she's beautiful. Why is that a bad thing? Because context matters, folks. If Donald Trump was meeting with somebody privately, no cameras, no reporters, and said, well, you're very beautiful. Hey, good for you. Probably okay, as long as it doesn't make the woman feel, like that is the only way she is being judged. This reporter was not complimented on her reporting. She was not complimented on doing a good job on anything other than how she looks. That's the problem with this. And it becomes even more of a problem when it's a president of the United States, even more of a problem when it's a convicted felon president of the United States, and even more of a problem when it's a guy who was found liable for defaming a woman who said he assaulted her in a changing room in New York in the 90s. This is not a man that should be allowed around women anywhere. I mean, we should kind of have a general standing restraining order that Trump can't go within 100 yards of any woman. But this is what we're dealing with. And the party that sat there for 4 years telling us Joe Biden was a sleazebag, they're being oddly quiet after this event. Did you know that you might be missing out on wonderful content from me? I mean, you're here already because clearly you like what you see. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share them with your friends and family, but also follow me across the rest of the social media world. And it's not that hard to do. Whether it's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, on every one of those platforms, you can find me at the username @FarronBalanced. Simple enough, right? So get on it. And if you don't feel like going to each one of those outlets individually, lucky for you, we have links in the description of this video to take you right to my pages across all of social media. So don't miss a minute. And while you're at it, make sure you're also subscribed to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel, which I have been hosting for many, many years now. We've got more than 1 million subscribers over there, and there is fresh content over there every single day of the week. So again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, and while you're at it, go subscribe to Ring of Fire at youtube.com/The Ring of Fire and @FarronBalanced across every social media platform that, of course, is not considered just a far-right hellscape. Well, maybe Twitter is, but that's a story for a different day.